Brandon and I here. We are so excited for you to be here, and we'll be running through the slides here to share with you how Healy works. We're going to keep this short, sharp, and sweet. So before we get into this, we're going to just to set the intention of what we're actually going to be going through real quick is mainly focusing on the Healy story, how the frequency therapy actually works, the science and history, the who's behind it, how it works, as well as the different options, the support and training as well. So we were lucky enough to actually find Healy back about a year ago. And I found out about it through a mutual friend. And the last 12 months has seriously changed our lives so much. We are so grateful for this technology, not just health-wise, not just community, not just financially, but even spiritually. It's helped us create this beautiful life and to really create a movement around raising the vibration of the planet and to really helping people self-heal at home and to really help everyone choose a different alternative, all-natural approach to living your truest, healthiest self. And it's so exciting to do this with friends and family and a community. So there's so much high vibe individuals that are coming to this community. But I had no idea it would have, grown to our team to being over 6,000 people in the last 12 months. From this conversation that we had on the beach, I rounded up Brandon and some other friends, and we thought, hey, let's try the Healy. And little did I know it was going to literally blow Brandon's mind. So I'll introduce Brandon really quickly. He worked with Tony Robbins recently, working with his team. He's a business coach for the last 10 years, timeline therapy, NLP practitioner, as well as a business coach, and been one of the top leaders within Healy. Has a massive team, massive business, helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in the last 12 months with their health, with their wealth within this community. And if it wasn't for this, in experience, we probably wouldn't be here today, Brandon. I think this is just such a powerful moment. So I'd love you to kind of share a bit of what actually happened here. What was your moment?
For starters, I think I'm wearing the same t-shirt there. Jeez. So my style stayed the same, but energy's completely changed. And just want to highlight for starters before, I want you to come back on camera real quick. I just noticed something, just how clear you look now versus, how exhausted you looked back then working in a job. And so, just seeing your transformation is truly is right back at you, man. But, coming back to, this moment, my God, far out, I at that moment was experiencing immense trauma in my life that manifested in the form of a lot of anger and aggression towards my family. You see, I had chosen, don't need to go into too much of the story, but the fact of the matter is when I actually tried this Healy, I've already known about frequency, energy, vibration. I started to work into the depths of personal development. And what I found was, that at the source of everything, at the root cause of everything, we are the creator. We are the creator of our own life, our own destiny. And sounds so simple, and yet we make it so complex. And you see, I was vibrating at a level which was attracting a certain situation in my life, which was, manifesting in the form of a, heated disagreement that I was actually willing to take to the grave with my family. And my mother gave me an ultimatum simply because she just did not like my partner of choice at the time. And it led to me leaving the family and not speaking to them for about a year almost. And so when I had received the first ever resonance scan, when I first even heard that this device that can scan chakras, at the time, I had only just spoken to my mom. And we actually had such a back and forth that it led to this decision that, I never want to speak to you ever again. The next day, I heard through Zac that there was a device that scans chakras, and immediately with that seed that was planted, my very first thought was, I wonder if this device can pick up on what's going on energetically, because I know that at some level I'm creating this, but I was not willing to accept it. And I was like, no, there's no way. Well, needless to say, a week later, this is where I was literally having my mind blown, where it scanned my body in 30 seconds flat. And it came up in the scan. The person feels like his mother's love came at blackmail and control. And I was just like, what? Are you freaking serious? And I actually swore out loud. I was like, what the actual F? And this is when Zac quickly pulled out his camera and began to document what actually unfolded. And from that point onwards, I was like, what? This thing can actually pinpoint exactly what I was trying to get to in terms of personal development over the last 7 years, investing over $100,000 into myself to find out what's wrong with me. And here it was, this device that basically pinpointed there and then. And the story that I was telling myself in my head was literally right in front of my eyes. And all of a sudden it was a disconnection of it. And I was actually disassociated from it so much that I was able to analyze it. And from the very first time, I actually experienced a feeling of compassion towards my mother. And because I was not making it about myself. You know, we make things about ourselves so much. You know, we make decisions with high intensity. Our subconscious mind's programmed with high intensity. And so this was an intense moment that changed my life forever. And it went on to, you know, on a macro scale, little did we know, it would change the lives of 6,000 other people as well. And so while I had this epiphany, it started to reflect. You know, Zac actually had this experience where he's just like, you know what, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get this. And if you think about it, what's happening in the world right now, as we know it, if you see all of this divide right now, is this disconnection. It's a manifestation of what's going on inside. It's a manifestation of what we have suppressed. And so right now, I'd like to ask you a question. What if there was a device that could actually pinpoint what's going on right now? And we're going to explain the how as to how that's even possible. But just imagine for a second, what could that do for your life? What could that bring into your experience? What if you could get to the core of who you actually are? What if you didn't need these certain pills, potions, or lotions that actually, you know, you have to keep paying month by month by month? That you actually were dependent on the system to be healthy, so to speak, because there's this whole campaign about health right now. And rather than just actually saying what it is, it's really interesting that for the first time in the history of time, we are so conscious of health. And yet, why is it that there's still McDonald's on every corner? Why is it that all the things that we actually do need, instead of, you know, for us to keep ourselves in terms of peak physical condition, why is that not addressed long ago? And so I'd just like to ask, for you to ask yourself some of these questions is, are we really profitable if we're healthy? Because the answer is no. More people are dependent on so many systems. What if we could break free from the system that disempowers ourselves to actually empower ourselves to self-heal, have that self-awareness of what we need to heal, so we can self-actualize, see what we're actually here for beyond the pain. And so this is an invitation for you to find out more as to what that actually looks like, how you can actually do it, and what is it going to take in the form of a little device that could literally change everything as we know it. And I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for Zac. I'm so grateful for this moment where he decided to get his. I decided to get mine literally 12 months to the dot. Today was when I first registered my device on the 8th of December last year. And this whole 12 months, I can't tell you how much this has truly changed my life. It's all thanks to this guy. So, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, because what has this capacity to do, Zac has the ability with his knowledge and skill set about health, is make it really simple.
Thank you very much. And I'm excited to share with you the science, guys, and keep it really, really simple. And that's what this device was doing, was bringing together such incredible superheroes. And as we all know, energy is everything. Everything's energy. And so Nikola Tesla says that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of three things: energy, frequency, and vibration. And so this device, the Healy, taps into energy, frequency, and vibration. So it's kind of like we have a device that taps into the secrets of the universe in our hand, in our pocket, every single day. So we're very excited by this. And in Europe, it's all backed up by science. In America, FDA cleared. And so Healy is a medical device for the treatment of pain and chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeletal pain, and migraine, as well as for the supportive treatment of mental illness such as depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorders. All other applications of the Healy are not recognized by conventional medicine due to the evidence in the sense of conventional medicine. So things like nature, the ocean, hiking, out, connecting your feet to the earth, sunshine,